From viral sensation to potential SEC investigation, this is the story of how one spicy joke turned into a $500 million cryptocurrency disaster. This is Blockchain Game, and today we're diving into what might be the most expensive joke of 2024. We're referring to Haliey Welch, the Hawk token crash, and how making a suggestive comment about spitting on that thing led to this viral star spitting on investors. You seriously can't make this stuff up. So buckle up for this one. Things may get a little bit sloppy. You see what I did there? Picture this, CMA Fest in Nashville. The air is thick with country music and influencer dreams. A 22-year-old Haliey Welch is approached by a YouTuber for a street interview.
Got it.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that hawk and spit on that thing. You get me?
What happens next would make cryptocurrency investors wish they'd stuck to buying NFTs of bored apes. The numbers were absolutely wild. In the first 24 hours, the video garnered 10 million views. By 48 hours, it had reached 50 million views. Within 1 week, it had amassed over 100 million views across various platforms. There were millions of new TikTok followers, thousands of new Instagram followers overnight, and it trended on X for days and weeks. And all because the internet was, interneting. But going viral was just the beginning. For a short while, Haliey was nowhere to be found, and social media quickly began the hunt to find her. But eventually, Haliey quickly proved she knew how to milk this cow for all it was worth. Within weeks, she was everywhere. Nightclub appearances at least $20,000 a pop. Meet and greet events charging for a photo op. Podcast appearances where she'd retell the story for the millionth time. Sponsored posts pushing everything from energy drinks to dating apps. Merch drops featuring her infamous phrase that sold out in minutes. The money was rolling in faster than you could say Hawk Tuah. Her management team claimed she was making upwards of $100,000 per month just from merchandise sales. Those meme t-shirts and hoodies sold like hotcakes. Every post turned to gold. Brands were fighting to work with her. She was commanding $20,000 for a single sponsored Instagram story. That's right. One 15-second video earned her more than some people make in months. She even landed a few small TV appearances, though let's just say the networks had to keep their fingers hovering over the bleep button. Welch even set to host her own podcast, Tuah, that debuted September 10th on social, digital, and audio platforms. Mixing interviews with witty banter and Southern hospitality, her weekly podcast became a stage for her unique brand of humor. But here's where ambition started outpacing common sense. The merch empire wasn't enough. The club appearances weren't enough. The sponsorship deals weren't enough. No, Haliey decided she needed to become a crypto entrepreneur. Because apparently, making millions from t-shirts and club appearances wasn't exciting enough. She needed to speedrun the either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain speedrun. But this isn't just another story about internet fame. This is about what happens when viral fame meets unregulated finance, meets terrible decision-making. It's like watching a train wreck, if the train was made of memes and your retirement savings. Let's break down what happened next, but first, for those of you who still think crypto is just magic internet money, meme coins are cryptocurrencies created usually as jokes or based on internet trends. They're like the class clown of the financial world, fun at parties, but you probably shouldn't trust them with your life savings. Famous examples include Dogecoin, started as a joke, then eventually got Elon'd into relevance. Shiba Inu, the copy of a copy. And now, Hawk, the one that makes the others look well planned. 2 months after going viral, Haliey announced Hawk Token. The white paper was shorter than a TikTok video, and the roadmap was basically, trust me bro. But hey, who needs a business plan when you've got memes, right? Let's break down this financial roller coaster that happened in less than a day.
A Hawk meme coin is live!
From a modest launch, Hawk's trajectory was nothing short of astronomical. Within the first few hours, its market cap skyrocketed from practically nothing to $100 million. By midday, that number had tripled to $300 million. At its peak, we're talking about a market cap of nearly $500 million, all for a token based on a viral video. Then came the fall, and calling it a crash would be an understatement. In the time it takes to scroll through your social media feed, that $500 million market cap was slashed in half. The freefall continued, and by the end of that same day, over 95% of that value had evaporated, leaving the market cap at a mere fraction of its peak, somewhere around $25 million. It wasn't just a crash, it was a speed run to bankruptcy. But here's the juicy part nobody's talking about. According to blockchain experts, 80 to 90% of the supply was controlled by snipers. For those not in the crypto world, snipers are like those people who buy all the PS5s at launch to resell them, except with way more computers and way less social awareness. But who were these snipers? Random traders or something more organized? A popular YouTuber and crypto investigator, CoffeeZilla criticized the project and warned people not to invest before the launch. After the disaster, he hopped on X Spaces to grill Haliey and her team.
I'm really happy to answer any
I
questions.
I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Coming from someone who investigates crypto scams for a living, that's like Gordon Ramsay calling your cooking a disaster. It means something's seriously wrong. The internet's reaction was nuclear. X turned into a digital pitchfork mob. Reddit started writing dissertations on financial crime. Discord servers turned into CSI Crypto Edition. And TikTok kept dancing. And now people are calling for the SEC to get involved, and if you know anything about the SEC, they're about as fun as a tax audit during a root canal. They would be investigating what's called a rug pull, crypto slang for thanks for the money and goodbye forever. And to add a little fuel to the fire, 3 days before the launch, mysterious wallets started moving millions in Solana. Coincidence? I think not. The patterns suggest this wasn't just a failed launch. This was either A, the most poorly executed crypto launch in history, or B, the most brilliantly orchestrated rug pull we've ever seen. Haliey claims they tried to stop snipers, but blockchain data tells a different story, one that involves multiple connected wallets, perfect timing on trades, suspicious transaction patterns. But wait, it gets better. Remember those early Twitter supporters? Account created within months of each other, similar posting patterns, connected wallet activities? Coincidence? You decide. For those thinking about the next viral crypto moment, let me paint you a picture. Imagine giving your money to a stranger because they made a funny joke. That's it. That's the horror story. Real people got hurt here, and I mean really hurt. Let me tell you about one investor who might be wishing they had someone spit some money in their bank account right about now. Picture this. You've just made millions from another memecoin mudang. You're feeling invincible like you've cracked the crypto code. You're basically the Wolf of Wall Street, but with more Reddit karma. Then you hear about Hawk. This one investor, let's call them the mooding millionaire, had just hit it big. We're talking multi-million-dollar gains. The kind of money that could buy you a lifetime supply of whatever your heart desires. But instead of cashing out and buying a Lambo like a sensible crypto millionaire, they decided to go all in on Hawk. The blockchain doesn't lie, folks. The transactions show them moving millions from their mooding gains straight into Hawk. It's like watching someone trade their winning lottery ticket for magic beans, except the beans aren't even magic, they're just JPEGs of beans. When the rug got pulled, this investor's millions evaporated faster than your New Year's resolutions. We're talking about watching nearly $1.4 million turn into pocket change in less time than it takes to microwave a burrito. That's not just fumbling the bag, that's launching the bag into the sun. But they weren't alone. Across the board, we saw social media reactions of investors that suffered from significant losses, and perhaps worst of all, a whole lot of "I told you so" texts from people who stayed away. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the heavy load of deja vu. Seems that these rug pull stories are becoming all too common. Look, if you're going to become a meme, at least have the decency to stick to selling overpriced hoodies like every other influencer. But no, she had to go and turn a viral moment into a financial crime documentary. Starting a cryptocurrency because you made one viral joke is like opening an airline because you successfully threw a paper airplane once. It's ambitious, I'll give you that, but maybe not the best business strategy. While Haliey may not have fully understood the implications of such a financial movement, it does not make her any less liable for the results. After the failed disaster, Haliey disappeared from social media for a period of a couple weeks before reappearing to issue a public statement on an X post. The story of Haliey Welch and Hawk isn't over. With potential SEC involvement and ongoing investigations, this could be just the beginning of a much bigger conversation about crypto regulation and influencer responsibility. Law firms are already taking action to make an example of this issue. The lawsuit, which was filed in the First U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of New York, named Tuah the Moon Foundation and Overhear Ltd. And its founder, Clinton So, which launched the coin, and social media influencer Alex Larson Schultz, also known as Doc Hollywood, as defendants. Although Haliey is not named in the lawsuit, she is fully cooperating with lawyers and stands by her denial of insider trading. When questioned about their involvement, Overhear LT also doubled down and defended their position, stating they weren't contracted with the official team, but were merely following orders and didn't benefit financially from the project. They pointed fingers at Doc Hollywood, suggesting his mismanagement of token-related decisions led to the problems. Adding another layer to this complicated story, investigators uncovered an apparent attempt to sidestep regulations. By establishing Tuah the Moon Foundation offshore, the team seemed to be trying to dodge U.S. securities laws. However, this strategy could backfire since their marketing clearly targeted American investors, making their regulatory evasion attempt rather transparent. So what can we learn from this mess? Let's break it down in simple terms. First off, just because someone goes viral doesn't mean they should be trusted with your money. Think about it. The warning signs were everywhere. They rushed from viral fame straight into launching a cryptocurrency. Their entire business plan was basically just memes and overhype. So how do you avoid falling for something like this? Here's some straight talk. Take your time. If someone's rushing you to invest, that's a huge red flag. The more they push FOMO, the more you should step back. Real investments don't need flashy marketing and viral memes to succeed. Know who you're dealing with. If the team is hiding behind fake names or emphasizing celebrity involvement, run. Check if they've done anything legitimate in finance before. Look for actual business experience, not just social media followers. Play it safe. Stick to well-known platforms and exchanges. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Never invest money you can't afford to lose. And to the moon should not be your investment strategy. Here's the real truth. Getting rich quick usually leads to quick ruins. The Hawk token disaster wasn't just about losing money, it was about how hype and FOMO can make smart people do not-so-smart things with their money. Remember, just because something's trending doesn't mean it's a good investment. Your favorite meme probably shouldn't be your financial advisor. Remember, folks, in crypto, nothing is what it seems. And sometimes the biggest jokes aren't the ones that make you laugh. They're the ones that empty your wallet. If you enjoyed our content today, don't forget to give us a like. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want more deep dives into cryptocurrency stories.